I got all my notes on the songs, man, and I found it really surprising what I liked and what I didn't like.
Dan, did you listen to any of the ones that you don't know?
Do. No, I sure didn't. I needed to, and I should have, but
Oh, come on. What's that about?
we haven't done our topic, have we?
How do you guys want to attack this?
I got some favorites from your guys' lists.
Well, if you want to go first, that'll work.
Dan's list, oddly enough, I know every single fucking one of them.
The only one I wasn't super aware of was Personal Jesus by Johnny Cash. I've heard it, but I had to go back and listen to it again.
Right.
What are the ones that you feel belong on there?
Let's see. I really feel that Satisfaction by Devo belongs on there.
Of everything on this list, that's one of my least favorites. I don't dislike it in any way. I think it might just be that I'm just way too familiar with it.
For me, though, it's not one of my favorite Devo songs. I'll listen to it, but it's one I'll skip a lot. When I go back to Devo, I want to hear like Girl You Want or something like that.
Right. I really, really dig Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes. I really dig the Black Crowes.
And they're coming back, baby.
I know, man. They never left. One that I would defend to the end, just because I think, again, it's so much different than the original, and I really, really, really dig it, is Purple Haze by The Cure.
I was never a huge fan, but I kind of started listening to him.
When I was in high school, I was all into metal, and, I was like, The Cure, fuck The Cure. I like them a lot more now than I ever did.
Purple Haze I had never listened to before. The jams were muffled, but they were pretty good. Anything with a drum machine I am not thrilled with, and that sounded really drum machine-y to me.
But they're not drum machine-y, man.
That song definitely was.
Tones on Tail, I like their drum machine-y sounds. Because I love like Lions and Go, and that's so fake,
9 Inch Nails uses a drum machine a lot in connection with real drums.
That's fine, And I prefer real drums, but some bands are made for it, like Tones on Tail is.
Another one that I will defend, and I know JD wants to rip me a new one about it, is When the Levee Breaks by A Perfect Circle. It's really kind of eerie and dreamy and haunting, and it's got a piano in it. It's got a really deep bass. I really dig it.
Yeah, that was just awful. Just awful. The notes I wrote when I was listening to it were it's slow and boring, and I kept waiting for it to get good.
Yeah, but JD, you know this more than almost anybody. That's mood music, and I'm not in the mood. Music can be like that, because I'll all of a sudden want to listen to crybaby songs that I absolutely wouldn't on many, many occasions, But at that time, that's what I want. It's not something you're going to listen to all the time. It's not your favorite, but at that right time, it's really good.
Well, Dan, you don't know, but after we did the show the other night, Jet and I were arguing via text about this song. His take was, well, Zeppelin ripped their version off, but the Perfect Circle one is more of a reflection of the Zeppelin one than the original. When the Levee Breaks has been done a million times. Some of them are good and some of them aren't so good. It just happens to be one that isn't so good.
I'll tell you ones that I was really surprised that I like. I really liked Heart Full of Soul by Rush.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too. And I'm not a huge fan of the original song, but they did a good job with it.
I didn't get to that one.
I'm not a huge fan of Rush. I run hot and cold with them. There's lots of tunes. It sounds like fucking nails on a chalkboard to me.
On the same album that Heart Full of Soul was on, they did a version of Mr. Soul by Buffalo Springfield. And he sounds so much like Geddy Lee, I want to die. It almost sounds like Geddy Lee doing an impression of Geddy Lee.
Another one I really enjoyed was Oh Well by the Rockets.
I didn't get to that one.
It sounds a lot like the original, but I thought it was different enough that it kind of fit my criteria.
The Rockets wail. I mean, Jimmy McCarty was the guitar player. That guy crushes. I mean, he is so fucking good. And he was one that was always like in the Metro Detroit area at these tiny little bars.
I was kind of disappointed in I Am the Walrus from Zappa. It just wasn't weird enough, man. I was expecting some really freaky shit.
Yeah, it was relatively straight up.
I didn't get to that one.
One of the ones that I love that I'd like to hear what Jet had to say was Reverend Horton Heat doing Johnny Quest and Catch That Pigeon.
I was never into Johnny Quest, so it's hard for me to relate it as a cover because I don't know what the original sounded like. So
I didn't get to that one.
Ones that I thought were awful, and I'm surprised, JD. I'm surprised this is on your list. I just thought it was Fire and Rain by Badlands.
You thought that was awful?
Oh my God.
That is a jam. What's the problem with it?
I didn't like the guitars. I didn't like the vocalist. And I'm all down with Badlands, man. I like Jake Ely. I like when he was with Ozzy. I like a lot of that stuff. So I was really interested to hear it, but I was just really disappointed in it. It's just that 80s metal sound, man.
You mean that sound that you loved growing up?
Yeah.